Behold what it's like to meet me in real life. It's probably very accurate for a lot of you. I'm 4'9", so it wouldn't be hard to be. Get down here. Got me a fancy new standing desk. Probably need to do some more. Yeah.
Greetings, weary travelers and fellow story gremlins, to the Reaction Sleepover. This is the series we get cozy and we react to stuff.
We're standing today.
I actually got this desk a while ago, but it's been oh so nice. For a long time we just had a fold-up table. Eloquent. Yeah, just a fold-up table that looked so ugly. But anywho, grab your cozies and snackies and strap in for the tomfoolery you're about to see. The people whose brain cells seem to leave their noggin every time wedding stuff happens. And hydrate! Do it. The photographer was unhinged. Your first mistake. Always be hingy. I don't even know what that would mean. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm a wedding planner based out of popular... Colorado? Please tell me it's Colorado. Don't make me look dumb. Brain. I say I do that every day of my life. Mountain ski resort, and I've planned well over 100 weddings, but I've never worked with a wedding vendor like this before. Ooh, I'm very excited to start crying. I started seeing the red flags during the planning process. For example, he was lying to me about stupid stuff. Of course. But his reviews looked good and his photos on IG looked nice, so I thought maybe he was just trying to impress me or something. By lying? This ain't a first date. Though isn't that weird when people like lie on first dates? Because it's like, what is your plan beyond this? Even the little things, it's like there's no reason to lie about it because like they're gonna find out eventually. I don't know, I feel like when people decide to just lie on the first date, sometimes entirely about who they are, it's just like, what is your plan here? Just maintain the ruse for the rest of your life? That sounds exhausting. You're like, worst first date ever. Maybe he thought it was. He got his dates confused. Literally. Fast forward to the month of the wedding. He was extremely hard to get a hold of to go over the timeline and final details. He finally called me back from his car without the timeline in front of him and confirmed the details with me. Great. During our call, I asked him to revise his contract to add 2 more hours, and he said he would. Something tells me this may not happen. 2 days before the wedding, he had a separate photo shoot with a couple because they wanted him to take photos of them with their dogs. Cute. And they wanted a pair of their dogs paw printing on the marriage license. Cute. During their photo shoot, he refused to take photos with the dogs, which was the whole point of that shoot. Sir, what is with the dog prejudice? Thou ain't the main character of Pooch and Prejudice. Stop it. And he also told the couple they were hard to photograph. Like during the shoot? That feels unprofessional at best. Like if you're a photographer and something difficult is happening, as far as I understand, you do your best to just try to like redirect and everything because you're the one directing like people to like pose in certain ways and all that. And I hope that wasn't during it, just at the start, like you're hard to photograph. They're just standing there like, okay, will you take our pictures, please? He just has to say it every couple minutes. It's like the opposite of say cheese. You say you're hard to photograph, so you get their genuine disgust faces. Needless to say, the couple changed their minds about wanting him for 2 more hours. Yeah, it makes sense. And thankfully, he never sent the revised contract. So I let him know they wanted to stick to the 8-hour contract. Photographer started going off on me via text, telling me, you really screwed me. You owe me an apology. You don't know what you're doing. And my favorite, you should have figured this out weeks ago. Sir. You're like, I literally am just giving you the information. I didn't do anything. You should have called me back then. You had a horrible date. You didn't call me back. Ain't my fault. You know, as if I hadn't been trying to get a hold of him for the past month. Literally doing my job. You're the one not doing your job. No rose for you. He also mentioned that he was going to be the one running the show on the wedding day. Sure, about photography. You mean the whole wedding? And he wasn't going to follow my timeline. The one who's actually in charge. So I had to designate one of my assistants to kiss his batukus and babysit him all day. Bro, this is so unnecessary. My guy. As I mentioned, the couple didn't want him for any additional hours, so he was supposed to show up and report to the ceremony spot for the first look photo. I had the florist come early to set up the spot. Normally, I wouldn't be the one to choose the first look spot, but the GoPro games were going on, so there were going to be tourists everywhere. GoPro games? What's that? When he arrived, his outfit was douchey and unprofessional. What could that look like? Like photographers usually wear all black. He's just wearing like bright yellow. Bright yellow shirt, bright orange pants, neon green hat. I gotta make sure everyone can see me. You're like, I sure will when you jump scare me on the dance floor. I'll mistake you for neon lights. He's just wearing as many reflective things as possible so that when he's taking your picture, you're like, then he somehow turns it back on you like, why were you squinting? As he's cosplaying the sun. He went right to the bride's room and busted in while she was in her underwear. Ew. Ew. No! At the very least, you knock first.
Away with you!
He got the room number and key from the front desk. I told him the day before that he wasn't supposed to go to the couple's rooms. Literally told, don't do this. And of course, it had to be when she was changing. Then he refused to do the first look at the spot I had set up. You're refusing to do your job? The spot he chose on the fly was stupid. During the couple's portraits, my assistant had to keep him on track because he wouldn't stop talking. He also did a jump spin off some stairs. And when my assistant wasn't impressed, he did it again, acting like a total child. Maybe he really does think it's a date. He's like, I wore my best bright outfit. I told you you're hard to photograph, and I did that trick for you. What more do you want? It's the doing it again for me. When he got back to the hotel, he refused to take detailed photos. Your job? What they're paying you to do? Sir. Don't make me get the douche nozzle stamp. Even though they were confirmed on the timeline, and I had coordinated with the venue to dim the lights, and my team lit all the candles and everything. You're telling me they did all that just for him to refuse to do his job? During the reception, he tried to change the uplifting color to neon yellow. Yeah, see? All he did was take off his shirt like, we're gonna do this. The fact that I made a joke about what he was wearing, and it's not even that far off to him wanting to use neon bright colors. I'm a genius.
6.5 hours later.
Ah, I forgot I had a therapy appointment. Anyway, let's continue. Where was I on? Oh yeah, when he brought out a neon yellow something, and how I'm a wizard. Yeah, during the reception, he tried to change the uplifting color to neon yellow. Color of what? Of the entire thing? Starts just bringing neon yellow everything, literally everything, like streamers and lamps. Can lamps be yellow? And like flowers. He tried to just make everything yellow. It's like, trust me, trust my vision. You're hard to photograph. You have no opinion here. I don't care that's your wedding. Like, this is not your job. Just take pictures. Don't get to change the venue like a menace. He tried to get alcoholic drinks 3 times. Got mad when I said he couldn't. Couldn't understand why he couldn't eat his dinner at the DJ table. We caught him sitting at a guest table eating bread. Just handfuls of bread. Not even his bread. It's everyone else's bread. Snatches them off their plates. He was getting dessert off the... Yes. He was getting dessert off the guest buffet. During the best man speech, got mad when I asked him to take photos of that, and we caught him smoking weed with the guests. With the guests? What? They're just as guilty as him. They're like, getting mad at someone asking you to do your job. Finally, the venue had to kick him out at the end. Photos turned out okay. Not great. Yeah, it sounds like he wasn't very focused. Like, just do your job, man.
Union, which exposed the
Okay, we're gonna do the setup to the joke. Bye!